Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival 2024. I'm Tanya Jude Moore. We're in our 30th year. Yay, us! And I want to say thank you to all of our board members and sponsors out there that make this festival happen every year. And we have a full-length narrative rom-com in the house. Please, what's your name and introduce your film?
My name is Bridge Stewart, and the film is called A Fantastic Relationship.
I just want to let everybody know that the other night he walked into the theater right after I had seen this film, and I literally screamed out the name of the film to see if he would turn around if this was the person that was in the film, and it was,
It was me.
Very casual little moment there, and I was still laughing about it. We do have a trailer for this one, so let's roll the trailer, and then we'll come back and have a little bit of chit-chat.
Hey, so, I kind of have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Yeah, sort of like a gift.
Thank you.
What do you think?
I hate it. It's like the moment he showed me the tattoo, I knew I could never look at him the same.
Totally.
This has become unsustainable.
I assume you're talking about our relationship?
Yeah.
You're saying your relationship would have fallen apart anyway because her sense of humor isn't as good as yours?
Your sense of humor, to be honest, definitely doesn't match mine.
I want a man who is as secure in his life as I am.
Hey, sis. I'm in town.
Wow.
Luke and I are going to this really small dinner party tonight, and I wanted to see if you wanted to come.
Yeah, I can be there.
Are you still with Brian? I'd love to finally meet him.
Totally. We're so good.
You told your sister I was going to be at the dinner party.
Yeah.
I think what you're asking me to do is very unhealthy. I think it's regressive. I think it's despicable.
Oh my God, are you done?
A little surprised, Brian, that you're actually up for all this. I mean, it must be kind of difficult after just getting dumped this morning.
I think this is kind of a great way to find closure in our relationship.
That's what I said.
I agreed.
Since we're lying about being together, I thought that we could also lie about your job.
You can see why I'd find that offensive, right?
This is a great opportunity for you to turn the next chapter. Because honestly, that last one is unhealthy and toxic, in my opinion, pretty unlikable.
This is weird. It's amazing how much energy you have when you are filled with goodness, you know?
I need to talk to somebody or I'm gonna lose it.
God damn it, Brian!
Have you ever tried dating someone that seems less like a guy and more like an animal?
What?
I thought you were gonna bang other guys, not talk to losers about their feelings in our living room.
Part of me thinks you set this whole thing up just to fuck with my feelings, like some orca that tortures its prey before eating it alive.
I am not the orca, Brian! You are the fucking orca!
I'm having a hard time.
Do you think I'm a sociopath?
No, you're not charismatic enough.
A wee bit of levity comes to the Sedona International Film Festival with an incredible rom-com that took a whole turn, and every scene has a little laugh in it. Thank you for the chuckles. Did you write this?
I wrote this, yeah.
Wow, okay,
Yeah.
very clever. Based on some sort of reality, because usually the best writings come from our own personal experience.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I mean, it's a pretty big story, but like I was in a relationship many years ago, and towards the end of it, there's just as relationships can be. There's just a lot of arguing, in towards the end, and usually as there is when a relationship is about to end. But she had a sense about humor about things, and I did too, and sometimes we'd argue to the point of just finding it funny, and I think that like very much informed these characters of just like making as like fun of a movie as possible about people, a relationship falling apart,
Yes.
So that was kind of the drive behind this film.
There were lots of little busy work in this that really brought out the comedy. I mean, things that weren't said, like the, her break in the Amazon thing that talks to you, the Siri
Oh
machine.
yeah.
That will not shut up, and the neighbor who doesn't understand what you guys are going through. Were those conscious? I mean, did you have those planned out in the script, or did that kind of naturally happen as you were filming?
A lot of that was planned out because it's like, this movie is there's a fair amount of just it's very dialogue heavy, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of conversations and conflicts happening through dialogue, and so I was always like trying to stay cognizant of like, okay, how can we spice this up a little bit? How can we add action and underline sort of have an underlying action underneath all this dialogue that's happened that can sort of parallel what's happening with the dialogue. So yeah, a lot of that
Was
I'll give
planned.
myself credit. That it was intentional. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really a different feel because a lot of people just allow things like that to happen, and this looked very much like it was just accidental. You were just figuring out how to make things funny. So the fact that you planned it and it came off the way you planned, congratulations. That's
Thank
good
you.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean there is a dog scene in it, so I didn't really plan a lot of the stuff the dog decided to do. So
But-
dog sort of did what he wanted to do.
But that was it was perfect. There was there was a lot of perfection in that scene. Have you screened here at the festival yet?
Screened 2 days ago. Yeah.
How was it?
It was very fun. The audience, very fun audience. I have always thought that like watching a comedy is like the best experience for that is like in a theater because it's just like the laughter becomes like contagious and everybody's laughing over each other, and so having that experience was like so fun and so cool. So yeah, it was great.
Were there some good audience questions? You have a Q&A after?
Yeah, some great audience questions about
Excellent.
it, and just
Anything that stands out for you from somebody or?
What is it? I was lucky enough. A lot of the actors came out too.
Oh.
So like they came up on stage and they somebody asked just how it was working with the talent and vice versa. How was it working with me? And they didn't like trash me too much, at least. But the thing that I enjoyed the most in general about making movies is like working with talent. Like just seeing like writing something and watching them like elevate the material is like one of my favorite things, and so getting to talk about that was
and
great.
this is well cast. Like you
Oh, thank
casted
you.
people who looked like they were supposed to look. Like the skeevy dude literally made my skin crawl. I was like, run fast.
yeah
Yeah.
It's funny because he's actually a nice guy, and
Well, I assume.
or maybe or maybe just all an act, and underneath all of that he's actually skeevy.
It's very deeply layered, right?
Yeah, he's
Very
a deeply layered actor.
Is there a place that people can go to keep up with this, where you're going to get distribution? Is there a website or social media feed that you want to share?
I haven't built out the social media for this quite yet, but you can get updates on my Instagram, Bridge of Stewart, or if you just type in Bridge Stewart, that's my name. You can look for it there and see updates.
Excellent. I really appreciate you bringing some fun to our audiences. Do you have another screening coming up?
Yeah, I have one on Friday. Yeah,
At what time?
1 p.m. I believe. Yes.
Okay, so look for it Friday. It's a fantastic relationship. It's going to play again on Friday. If you just want to have a good belly laugh and see how relationships go in the wide world right now, this is a good one, and the content is great. You play a great character. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And please come out and support. I'm sure it might be sold out, so get in the rush line. Either way, we will be back in the seat shortly with another filmmaker. Our hashtag this year is SIF30, so please take pictures, share it out, and use the hashtag. We really appreciate it, and I'll see you in a minute.